Our top story here at 6 o'clock. A judge is deciding right now whether survivors of the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre can sue for damages more than 100 years after Greenwood burned. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Lori Fulbright.
I'm Brian Dorman. They want the city, the state, and the Tulsa Chamber to pay, but the judge could dismiss this case. News on 6's Emery Bryan live for us outside the courthouse. Emery?
Well, court just ended for the day. The judge now going to take this under advisement. The situation has 3 race massacre survivors represented by 11 attorneys and then attorneys representing the other side, the city, county, and the state, 6 attorneys there. And their claim is that the massacre, the damage from the massacre did not stop in 1921. In fact, they say that the city, county, the Tulsa Chamber, all these entities that were involved at the time continue to discriminate, continue to cause what they call a nuisance for North Tulsa, continue to discriminate and segregate Tulsa through policies that push blacks north in Tulsa and causing problems with urban renewal and redlining and things such as that. Now, the defense of this case, this lawsuit, is more general. They say that the statute of limitations has run out, the state has immunity, and that the issues that have been raised, which boil down to systemic racism over the years, they say that can't be resolved by the courts. Perhaps a remedy might be more appropriate through a legislative solution, but they've thrown that out there. Now, the side has also argued that the survivors were not directly injured, while their parents, and of course the community was. That, of all the day's testimony, that got the most reaction from the audience, groans from the audience watching this, to suggest that these 3 survivors were not personally harmed through the 1921 race massacre. Now, the judge this afternoon had many questions about whether this is, in fact, an ongoing harm, which is a key element of this case for reparations, whether it is a continuing harm or whether that harm was isolated to 1921 and the immediate aftermath. It was a full day of testimony here on a dismissal hearing. The judge has just finished court for the day. She'll take this under advisement and issue the ruling in a few days. Reporting live at the Tulsa County Courthouse, Emery Bryan, Oklahoma's own News on 6.